So I'm really excited about unboxing these solar scooters because every time we post a video on YouTube, somebody shows up in the comments and says, you know, what about solar? What about solar? And up until now, we haven't been able to test one because they haven't been available in the US. They've been a UK only brand.
Oh, okay.
And now they've got a warehouse in LA and they're shipping from LA and they're gonna do repairs there as well. And so, so we're stoked. We finally get to check out solar.
Nice.
All right.
Now you can have answers to those questions because we have 3 of them.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna get into the smallest one. This is the Solar E1.
You got it? Oh, you have it.
All right. So this one's a lot smaller, a lot lighter, and a lot less expensive. This retails for $595. Oh, this is cool.
Oh, this looks nice.
That red is popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this.
Dang. Oh, it's rubber.
Yeah. So it's got, this has got solid tires, front and rear, and it's got suspension front and rear to smooth things out a bit.
This is a charger.
Yeah, so this is a 48 volt scooter. It's 500 watts and it's 13 amp hours. And so this has got some pretty good bang for the buck. We're expecting like over 20 miles of range and around 20 miles per hour, you know, for $600. That's not bad.
So will this last in the rain?
It's got an IP54 water resistance rating, so it should be okay for, you know, light rain and small splashes here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I pick it up real fast?
Sure.
It looks pretty light.
Yeah. They say it weighs 33 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll weigh it when we test it, of course.
Yeah, this looks like a great entry scooter. It's under $600. Look at it. I mean, we just dirtied up the deck by putting our feet on there, but it's a rubberized deck, so it's a little grippy.
And so a question that's bound to come up is, okay, solar scooters, are they solar powered? And they're definitely not, but you know, their warehouses in the UK and LA actually are. They,
okay.
yeah, they power them both with solar electricity.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this is cool. Got a little bell to it. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we
Nice. Little thumb throttle. And I like this style of folding handlebars because they're really quick, and especially this part. Just love popping them up like that.
Yeah, the black and red color scheme is classic, but it looks nice on this one. It kind of gives it a nice little sleek look. Like it's, I wish I had my black and red shirt to match with this because it's a looker.
And it's, you know, it is kind of like an older format of scooter, but it's got a nice update here. I like the fender wraps all the way around down here. So water protection, the water's gonna head up this way, and then it's gonna go forward here and get blocked by this nice footrest.
What's the max rider weight on this one?
This will hold up to 265 pounds.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. I can wonder how the top speed and acceleration would keep up with me on it, but
They say top speed is up to 25 miles an hour, but you know, we'll test it. I'm expecting, you know, low 20s, and then same thing for range. They're saying about 20 miles of range, and I think we'll get right about that. All right, what's next, Ramir?
this one is the P1 2.0. It's $12.99. It's one of their most popular entry-level scooters.
Cool. Let's get it
pop
open.
it open, Paul. Pop out. Pop out.
Ah, another box.
Another box. All right.
Okay. Hey, more tools.
More tools.
Another full-size toolkit. If I remember the specs correctly, this one is weighs in about 50 pounds, where the FF Lite that we just unboxed was closer to 70 pounds.
What the?
Here we go. So there's a little safety catch right here. And that pops up. And then,
oh, this one has a headlight as well.
okay. And we got the familiar stem clamp here, and then it's got 3 positions you can lock it into right here.
So on the top.
One. There we go, all the way up. Clamp it down.
And this one came with a tool set as well, so we won't be fighting over this. Because there's 2.
Ooh, this one's got the thumbprint reader, or the fingerprint reader rather, because it can store up to 10 fingers. So if you're sharing a scooter with somebody, then they can store their fingerprints on it too.
Okay, cool. So the regular price is $12.99, but if you want the fingerprint on paper, it shows it's $100 extra.
Yeah, and then there's also, I think, a different motor controller that goes with the fingerprint readers. So you get sine wave controllers if you go with the fingerprint reader, but if you go with the key switch, then it's got regular square wave controllers.
Okay, that's cool. 40 miles per hour. It has a range of 30 miles. I don't know. We'll see, Paul. I think your numbers might be a little bit,
Yeah, we're pretty much
less.
always lower than manufacturer numbers because we just ride them a bit harder.
Yeah, Paul, aka Mr. Real Tester here.
And this is a 60 volt scooter. Looks like we've got 54 volts on it right now. It looks like, I think we've got a little cover on the reader here to protect that as well. Look at that. So don't forget to peel that off or you won't be able to use it. Ooh, that's a nice looking display. And let's see if it does anything right now. We'll have to read about how to set that up. I like the gold trim on there.
I love gold!
And let's see, is it zero start? Oh yeah.
Oh.
Love zero start. And this one's got cable operated brakes, mechanical disc brakes. And then we've got to get all the controls into place, but it's got the familiar single dual motor buttons here. And then maybe a turbo and regular, although it doesn't, I don't see a label on this one. So we'll see if that one does anything or not.
You hear those guys?
I love the contrast here. There's just a ton of contrast between the dark sections and the light sections.
Nice mode. So what is this launch mode? Something about P1.
Oh yeah, so it's got, you can get into the P settings and set up the launch modes to set like how hard it launches, and then unlike sort of a boost setting that expires in 10 seconds or whatever, this is just basically just turns up the intensity of the launch whenever you've got that set, but then you can always turn it back down if that's not your thing. And this one's got turn signals. Looks like just in the back. Go ahead, Ray.
So we don't have the Tron lights.
The Tron option, I don't know. I see we've got some, there are some lights that look like they're built into the deck here. We'll have to see how to turn those on. Do you see any switches?
Not on this side.
Okay. But if it does have the Tron lights, yeah, that's a $140 option, and it's built in the UK. The decks on the ones with the Tron option, and those come in 4 different colors.
So what did you do, Paul?
Oh, I just turned on the headlight switch, and so I think it's all connected. And so we've got the blue Tron option here, and then yeah, let's get this headlight installed with the other one. That way you don't have to fish around too much when you push it together. Oh, and it's on. Ooh, great. I don't know if I can wait until it's time to test these to actually go ride them. I think we got to go do a first impression ride.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get outside.
Right,
let's get these
let's do
bad
it.
boys outside. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to check out the E1 now and see how it does on this rough pavement. All right, tires are aired up. Let's see how it goes. All right, so we've never unboxed 3 scooters at the same time before, so to help you keep them all straight, the E1 is Solar's entry-level supercommuter. It's like $600 and has flat-proof tires. Then there's the Solar P1 2.0, and this is their entry-level performance scooter that's only $1,300 or $1,500 fully optioned with the fingerprint reader and the Tron lights on the deck. And then we come to the Solar FF Lite. And that one is like a shopping list of everything we wanted to see for 2022. It's got a great water resistance rating. It's got sine wave motor controllers for smooth throttle, a steering damper, hydraulic shocks, tubeless tires, deck lights, the works. And it's even got an alarm system, and it's all for $1,950. So an absolute ton of features for the price. I'm really looking forward to spending some time with the Solar scooters and find out what the real tested performance is like.